Hello everybody. Now we can show a PPT on antibiotics. Everybody know you can use in general life. Role of antibiotics is very important. What are the antibiotics? That is that the substances derived from a microorganism or produced synthetically that destroy or limit the growth of a living organism. These are those substances which can be obtained फ्रॉम माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म सूक्ष्म जो समूह होते हैं जीवाणु होते हैं विषाणु होते हैं उनसे हम इस सबस्टेंसेस को जो है लेते हैं और दे कैन प्रोड्यूस सिंथेटिकली ऑल्सो विच डेस्ट्रॉय और लिमिट द ग्रोथ ऑफ ए लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म यानी कि जो लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म होते हैं जो हमारे अंदर किसी तरह की बीमारी पैदा करते हैं उनको ये नष्ट करते हैं. सो this is the definition of the antibiotics. Now you can write here that in another slide we can show here that these are the substances हो गया आपका. Now we can write again the sources of antibiotics. There are so many sources from which we can obtain antibiotics like that of natural sources. Natural sources यानी कि जो हमें सराउंडिंग से हमें एक नेचुरल वे में मिल जाती है. दीज आर द नेचुरल सोर्सेज. दूज आर सेकेंड वन इज द फंजाई. देयर आर सम इम्पॉर्टेंट फंजाई फ्रॉम विच वी कैन ऑब्टेन some antibiotics like that of penicillin or graciofulvinum. ठीक है, ये आप देख रहे हैं. नेक्स्ट है बैक्टीरिया. There are so many bacterial species from which we can obtain the antibiotic like that of Bacillus species, that is the polymyxin and bacitracin. Next, the actinomycetes, tetracycline, chloramphenicol, streptomycin. These are some important antibiotics which we can obtain from the bacteria. Now, the next source, ये तो हो गया natural source, that is the fungi and the bacteria. Now, second source is the synthetic source. Artificially हम chemical बनाते हैं जिससे हम इसको produce करते हैं. Third one is the classification of antibiotics. We can classify the antibiotics in several ways. Number one, on the basis of mechanism of action, यानी कि उनका action mechanism, on the basis of spectrum of activity, and on the basis of the mode of the action. Now we can solve the first one, that is on the basis of mechanism of action. So we can show here that on the basis of mechanism of action, antibiotics are classified in different categories or in different ways. Number one, protein synthesis inhibitor. Number two, cell wall synthesis inhibitor. Number three, DNA synthesis inhibitor. Number four, RNA synthesis inhibitor and folic acid inhibitor. In addition to that, one important, that is the mycolic acid synthesis inhibitor. So you can saw here कि इनका जो मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एक्शन होता है ये इन चीज़ों को इनहिबिट करते हैं. प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस, सेल वॉल सिंथेसिस, डीएनए सिंथेसिस, आरएनए सिंथेसिस, फॉलिक एसिड inhibitor and the mycolic acid synthesis inhibitor. On the basis of the, now we can show here the mode of action of the antibiotics. अभी जो हमने mechanism of action बताया था, you can see here that this is the graph. We can show here the cell wall synthesis inhibitor में beta lactams, glycopsicides, phosphomycin, bacitracin and alpha-alphosfolate. Understand? Now you can show here the DNA gyrase inhibitors are the quinolones and comormycin antibiotics. Inhibition of DNA-dependent RNA polymerase, that is a rifapsin. सेल मेम्ब्रेन सिंथेसिस डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स में ये आपके सामने आ गए. Then the folate synthesis inhibitors में you can show here that sulfonamides and protein synthesis inhibitors में tetracycline, aminoglycosides, macrolides, linosamides, amphionic coils, etc. These are the key ones. Now you can show here on the basis of the spectrum activity. On the basis of the spectrum activity, antibiotics are classified as broad spectrum antibiotics. The term broad spectrum antibiotic refers to an antibiotic that act against a wide range of disease causing bacteria. यानी कि बहुत सारे बैक्टीरिया जो डिफरेंट डिजीज करते हैं उन सबको ये कवर करते हैं. दैट इज द टेट्रासाइक्लिन ग्रुप, क्लोरमफेनिकॉल ग्रुप, एमॉक्सिसिलिन, cephalosporin and erythromycin. Now on the basis of the spectrum activity, ये लार्ज स्पेक्ट्रम, ये ब्रॉड स्पेक्ट्रम एंटीबायोटिक्स थे और ये हैं शॉर्ट स्पेक्ट्रम एंटीबायोटिक. The term short spectrum antibiotic refer to an antibiotic that act against a narrow range of disease causing bacteria. यानी कि वो बहुत लार्ज, बहुत सारी डिजीज को कंट्रोल करते थे. यहाँ पर ये स्पेशल स्पेसिफिक या कुछ सर्टेन एरियाज को कवर करते हैं. दैट इज द पेनिसिलिन जी, फ्लॉक्सिसिलिन, vancomycin, bacitracin and fluxacillin. Okay. Now on the basis of the mode of action, you can show here antibiotics are classified as following. Bacteriostatic. A bacteriostatic agent is a biological or chemical agent that stops bacteria from reproducing while not necessarily killing them otherwise. दूसरा है bactericidal. Bactericidal agent is a biological or chemical agent that kills the bacteria. Now you can, on the basis of mode of action, bacteriostatic antibiotics are the tetracycline, chloramphenicol, erythromycin and linomycin. On the basis of mode of action, bactericidal antibiotics are cephalosporin, penicillin, erythromycin, aminoglycosides and cotrimoxazole. You can see in this slide how you can control that. Some important antibiotics. अभी तक जो आपने एंटीबायोटिक्स देखे उसके अंदर एक मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट एंटीबायोटिक्स है पेनिसिलिन, which is most widely effective and least limited use, increase resistance. Mechanism of action इसका inactivates various proteins on bacterial cell wall. Source, this can be obtained from Penicillium notatum or Penicillium chrysogenum. इसका जो जिसको ये कवर करता है, जिसको ये नष्ट करता है, that is a gram positive bacteria. You can show here treatment of osteomycelitis and infected wounds. It is very effective in peritonitis and pneumonia. Next one is the cephalosporin. It can be obtained from Cephalosporium species. Gram positive and gram negative bacteria दोनों को infect करता है. They infect the cell wall synthesis. This can be mainly be used in treatment of urinary infection and respiratory infections. Now, erythromycin that can be obtained from Streptomyces erytheus, gram positive bacteria को control करता है. Mode of action inhibits protein synthesis by interfering with 50S ribosomes function. It can be used treatment of pneumonia, tonsillitis, wound infection and diphtheria, etc. Now you can show here that is the streptomycin can be obtained from Streptomyces gracilis. Its range is gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria, tuberculosis bacteria, etc. Mode of action, it induces abnormal protein synthesis by inhibiting 30S ribosomes functions. Use, it can be used in the treatment of gonorrhea, tuberculosis, anthrax. वेटनरी मेडिसिन में इसका प्रयोग होता है और प्लांट इन्फेक्शन में भी इसका यूज होता है. Next one that is the important antibiotic, that is the chloromycin. It can be obtained from Streptomyces vanagioli. Range of action gram positive and gram negative bacteria दोनों का होता है. It inhibit protein synthesis by interfering with the ribosomes functions. It can be utilized in typhoid, paratyphoid fevers, dysentery, toxic dyspepsia, and some other important diseases also. Now, bacitracin can be obtained from bacteria species Bacillus subtilis. It can be show their action on gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria, inhibits synthesis of bacterial cell wall. It can be used in the treatment of surgical infections, skin diseases, pneumonia, bacillary dysentery, etc. Now, these all are about the about the medical uses of antibiotics. Now we can show here that is the non-medical uses of antibiotics. These antibiotics are also utilized or widely used in agriculture. These antibiotics are used to control various agents and to prevent propagation of infection. Streptomycin, tetracycline, trichothiazide, etc. are some important antibiotics used to control plant pathogens also. They inhibit the growth of destruction of phytopathogenic organisms on the plant surface or inside plant tissues by the antibiotics applied to the surface of the plant or added to the soil. So these are also used in agriculture to control the plant diseases. These antibiotics you can show here also control the plant pathogens. Plant pathogens like that of you can show here, that is the fruit spot disease, leaf spot with yellow, crown gall, etc. These are some pathogens which infect the plants. They also use in nutrition and veterinary. These are now widely used as growth stimulants in poultry and livestock feeds. Addition of coriomycin, terramycin or penicillin to poultry feed at the rate of 50 to 20 gram per ton of feed increases the rate of young ones by at least 10%. So you can show it in this way. It can also be utilized in veterinary sciences. These antibiotics, in addition to all these, they can also be used for the preservation of foods. They can stop or kill the microbes that causes spoilage of food, used to preserve cheese, used in feed given to the food animals, and mostly following are used in this. That is the natamycin, tetracycline, tylosin. Natamycin is a microlid produced by Streptomyces natalensis. It is an antifungal agent. It's used as a dip or a spray to prevent growth of molds and formation of mycotoxins on the surface of some cheeses, sausages, and in raw peanuts. Tetracycline. Tetracycline was approved by FDA to extend the refrigerated shelf life of seafood and poultry in the 1950s. However, because of these possible increase in antibiotic-resistant bacteria, use of these antibiotics in food was later banned. Next one is the tylosin, the preservation. It is a Macrolide that inhibit protein synthesis. It is a bactericidal antibiotic that is more effective agent against the gram positive than gram negative bacteria and also inhibit outgrowth of germinated endospores. This is all about the role of antibiotics. So we can show here these are widely used not only in medical purposes, it also be used in agriculture, food industry, veterinary sciences, etc. Thank you.